Hey, I'm Evan and welcome to Gamey. Joining me on the show this week, it's Naomi Higgins.
Hey, everyone!
Grace Jarvis.
Woo! Yeah!
Yay!
Woo! I'm a sexy apple.
And Mish Wittrup.
Oh, catchphrase.
It's our spooky Halloween episode this week. It's actually releasing on Halloween. It's exciting.
That's fucking crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't.
Not you. I was saying about it was like a turn of phrase.
Mish, that's really rude. We don't really do that kind of stuff on the show.
Oh, no. Don't pick on the new guy. Don't do it, Noms. Don't do it. Be better.
That's half of the panel.
We haven't read the vibe. We're at a loss.
Oh, before we started filming, I said something like teasing Naomi, and then I apologised, and she goes, "You don't understand what's about to happen." It's like, what the fuck is this show?
Maybe if you'd watched it, you'd know.
Watched it. I have watched it.
We signed up for the nerdiest roast battle of all time.
Before we start the show, I want to welcome our new patrons who signed up since our last episode.
Okay, who are they?
Dog Martyr and Mark Round. It's nice
Those
to
are
have
fake
you.
people.
No, they're real people.
That's fake.
Dog Martyr.
Dog Martyr is probably a fake name, I'll admit.
Mark Round?
You could be Mark Round, why not?
That's a guy from Guess Who.
Is it really?
I don't know.
It does sound like a Guess Who character, you're right.
Is it Mark Round?
Yeah, the round guy? Yeah. Oh, yeah,
What
his
does
name.
Mark Round do for a living? When you hear the name Mark Round, what do you
IT.
think?
PE teacher?
What?
No.
No, you don't think so?
No, I think like dermatologist.
But then
Okay.
you'd be Dr. Mark Round.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the bull in Katamari Damacy.
My PE teacher's name was Mark, that's why I thought of it.
Okay, well, I
Dr.
thought
Mark?
maybe you would understand that reference, and then you just went back to the conversation you started
Yeah,
earlier.
you were like, all PE teachers are named Mark. Carry on.
I'll pipe up again when I have something else to say about PE.
Men named Mark.
I'm not going to listen to anything you people say.
Again, Guess Who.
When I was in high school, I would always try and get out of PE because I hated PE. Surprise!
I hated PE too.
We had swimming once a fortnight, and I used to say I was always on my period when I didn't have my period. Like I'd never had my period, and then the day of swimming, they were like, "You have to swim or you're going to fail." I got my real life.
Oh, the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, it was that
The
situation.
girl who cried.
Yeah,
Period.
period blood.
Period.
Did you swim?
How'd you go?
No, I was just like, I can't do it. And then I would have had a tantrum or like cried or
Just
begged.
Just bled in
tampon,
that
Mish.
pool.
Yeah, like what was that?
Should just use a tampon.
No, I couldn't. I used pads then.
All
I
right.
use tampons.
Change of vibe. Now the Gamey Game Halloween episode is about how to put in a tampon.
I learned like a year later, but for the first year, hell yeah, I wore a pad.
I wore tampons during my first period.
That's crazy.
Oh, you slut.
Yeah.
This is what happens when there's no other men here.
I was like, this tampon might as well be a big fat
You want to know
dick.
something really fucked up?
What's
There's
up,
this-
Queen?
I just put that right in your face.
Shut up, Evan.
Sorry, Evan, one sec. You can cut this bit if you want. But
You can read.
apparently
This is what
a lot
happens
of
on
guys.
the chimney. I'm literally sewing.
It's on TikTok. Oh God, I just ran over my mic. I hope I haven't.
Queen,
lost
keep talking about your pussy. What were you saying?
Anyway, there's this thing on TikTok, apparently, if you ask a bunch of guys, hey, so when a girl has her period and she has a tampon in, how does she go to the toilet? And guys don't know the answer.
Evan?
I don't think we should be talking about this.
Say what happens.
What?
What happens when you have a tampon and you need to pee?
That was not set up to bully Evan. I don't want to bully Evan.
The show's set up to bully Evan. What happens when you are wearing a tampon and you need to pee?
My vote is it's not a concern.
What does that mean?
There are different things.
I mean, in a way, he's right. It's
Yeah,
not a
he's right.
concern.
It's not, you can't just say it's not a concern.
Well, it doesn't concern me.
No, but I think
This
I
is
know
why
what
when
he's
you
saying.
said, I don't think Evan's a misogynist, I said, there's no way you can make that.
No, that is not the answer of a sodge. A sodge would have said, I don't care about your stupid puss.
Oh,
That's
wait.
what a sodge would have said.
I saw a good question that men couldn't seem to answer. Evan, how
You
many
can rewrap
tampons?
this
don't
for
like
International
where-
Women's Day.
How many tampons do you think you need for one period?
I don't think that's a fair question because it's completely dependent on the woman.
Surely it's different.
Yeah, okay. So how many? Just ballpark.
A handful? I don't know.
You refused to answer the question.
Did I?
A handful?
Do you want a more specific number? Is that what you're asking for?
How many tampons can you hold in your hand? Evan says he can hold
A handful's usually 5.
5 of them. 5 for a period.
That's too few.
That's not enough.
Right.
That woman, your hypothetical woman, is dying of toxic shocks. You killed her. You killed her hypothetical woman.
Sorry.
It's okay. This is how you learn.
No, it
Fucking
isn't.
idiot.
We didn't actually tell him any.
Yeah. Double it and add a few.
We'll get
Okay.
the Kaz Cook girl stuff book out and
That's actually why I used tampon on my first period, because I got my period like 2
And you
years after
opened the
last
book
of
and
my
you were
other
like-
friends, and I was like, I gotta read up. I want this so bad.
This week, we're talking about Brewmaster, beer brewing simulator. But first, what do you think of this? Engineers from Harvard University's School of Engineering and Applied Sciences have invented a robot gripper that uses pneumatic tentacles
Not this
to
again.
ensnare obstacles. Alone, the individual tentacles are weak, but together the collection of tentacles can grab and hold heavy and oddly shaped objects.
Oh, and
is
isn't there
there?
something that all of us can learn from that?
oh,
About
no,
collective
oh
action.
no. Oh, I do not care for that at all.
Look what every fucking week on this show, you bring in some weird thing clearly made for sex,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah, that's the sex thing.
and then you play dumb. You're like,
Imagine
"Oh, I
that thing
don't even
just
know."
ripping off your panties.
Yeah.
Bro. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I'm actually into it.
Oh, there's only 2.
You're
Can't
into
do
it?
shit. Can't do shit. Oh.
can't do shit with
Can't
2.
do shit.
Can't do shit.
Pathetic.
But better as a team.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. This is like the moral of a musical or something.
Yes, you're right.
It's like, speaking of tampons,
That's how many you put in at the same time.
like, there's always like men inventing weird period shit where they're like, what if we make some gloves so you don't have to touch your disgusting pussy
Yeah.
while it's
I wish they would.
Oh, my
or that
God.
Sort of
guy
thing
that
where it's
made
like, we'll make a gripper so that they don't have to touch their own tampons. I have many tentacles to pull it out.
they don't have to touch the tampon applicator.
I have been waiting for years to find something that means that I can stop touching my disgusting pussy. I'm so sick of it every month, multiple times.
Do you remember
Just
that
touching
guy?
that disgusting pussy.
Remember that guy who tried to make that thing that glues your pussy shut so
Yes.
the blood just can't come out?
What?
Like a sticker. He invented like a sticker, so instead of a pad or a tampon.
It was like a lipstick.
Oh yeah, you glue your labia together so that the blood just stays in.
Would you explode?
Oh my God. Explode.
What do you think the mechanics are going on in
It
there,
doesn't come out
Evan?
of there, it just comes out your ears.
And that is not a good look,
No,
I'll
it's
tell you
just
what.
not.
Except on Halloween.
That's right. Which it is, by the way.
Absolutely, thank
no,
you
we
so
just
much,
feel
Evan.
like this.
Thank you so much, Evan. So how long do you think it would take you to come if this was jacking you off?
Yeah. My same question.
I mean, I wasn't really
Maybe we
thinking
should
about this
answer that.
way.
We asked him the question about tampons. Maybe he should be asking us, so girls, how long would this take me to come if it was
Yeah, what do you
jacking
think?
me off?
Well, like we don't know anything about how to make it.
I've got no idea.
Oh, that's not required activity for any girl.
That actually is not my area of expertise.
Except Grace.
I've got
obviously.
a wrist injury.
Oh, that's what the gloves are for?
Yeah, I've got I've never I've got RSI and lockjaw, so every dick I've ever met has been disappointed.
You just curtsy at it.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Apologies in advance.
If I touch you, I'll die.
I wear a lot of wool tights. I have no understanding of what a penis is about.
Evan, care to explain?
You're an
This is what I
engineer.
want to see. Yes.
Making something that grabs it can be really hard.
It feels like they've just copied
don't
off an
think so.
octopus, right?
Yeah, they've looked at
They've just like
they've looked at like
Yeah, that's
Plagiarized an
actually
octopus.
fucked. They shouldn't be able to do that.
no, they can, but like scientists and engineers look to nature all the time for inspiration for developing robotics like this.
Really? Do you have an engineering degree?
No, I don't.
Do you have a science degree?
No, I have an arts degree.
Me too.
Hey, there we go.
Do you know what degrees I have?
You have
I do.
science,
Yeah.
maths.
Well, that's one of the majors I did in the science degree.
Right, okay.
Well, that's complicated.
Do you know
What
what the other?
other degree do
Is it
you have?
engineering?
I think it might be
I didn't get it.
engineering. Is it engineering?
Yes, it's
Fine.
engineering, Evan.
I think it's really off-putting that they've made them pink.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Fair
too
point.
flesh coloured.
Flesh.
Yeah.
It is flesh.
It's flesh
Yeah.
toned. Yeah.
Like how they, in ads for period products, they
Yeah.
make the liquid blue. So it doesn't upset people like Evan.
Oh my God,
Famous
that would be why they
misogynist.
do that, isn't it?
Oh, you didn't know that's why they do
No,
that?
I didn't know that. I'm dumb and
It also when it like gets all
I'm dumb and
this
sexy.
dumb and sexy little sexy dumb devil bitch. I didn't know.
when it gets all tangled up like that, it reminds me of like the ood from
Yes.
Doctor Who.
Yep.
I hated
No.
those as a
Yeah,
kid.
they're a bit gross
I was
looking.
like, fuck these ood. I hate it.
So I wonder if in theory the more tentacles it has, the stronger and more dexterous it could be. Because if it only has
that's
two,
what it's
I think that's
showing.
the exact point. Yeah.
I think it said that in the thing. You said that.
but if
you
but
said
could
that.
But is it diminishing returns, or do you think that this
No,
could get
I think you
stronger
should
and
try to
stronger?
attach.
I reckon if
10
we get like
million to
a
that
really
one
big
little
one,
disc.
stick it on the moon, and then we get the tentacles, and that could like tentacle up the whole Earth and move it
Yes. Okay.
Where are
Yep.
we going?
I'd like to stick them on the moon to tentacle up.
further from the sun if possible, just a little bit, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh,
Just push us a tiny bit.
That could solve global warming.
No, I think actually we might die. I think that's
yeah, that's more likely. Yeah.
I think
Why?
it would.
Where are the tentacles touching?
I think it would cause.
No,
an
sorry,
ice
I didn't mean the
age.
tentacles. More just moving it slightly further away.
No, I think it would be an ice age.
Right.
We'll just move it a little bit.
Just a tiny, tiny little
Yeah,
bit.
I know, but even as I'm saying it, I'm like, there are some fucking dudes in this chat telling me about how I'm gonna freeze to death because of this plan that I'm not even gonna do.
Just do it a little bit.
Fuck
Like a
them.
meter.
Don't fuck them.
Like a meter.
You'll hurt
Don't
yourself.
fuck them, Grace.
I will.
Grace, don't fuck them.
It's a workplace health and safety issue.
Evan, you have an arts degree.
Yes.
What's your opinion on this anyway?
I wasn't taught to have opinions.
That's all I was.
Really? That's all you
That's what
are
an
you
arts
doing?
degree is,
I got a
dude.
film and TV degree.
Oh, okay,
Well,
never
I
mind.
did Bachelor of Film and Television. I suppose it's an arts degree.
You got a button pushing degree.
Did you find your voice at uni?
No.
Have you yet?
No.
Did you find some friends?
No. I mean, there's people that I met there that I still see and
Oh, no.
I don't know.
No.
No, I found friends outside of uni.
That's nice.
That's nice.
If you could get the right lengths of those little tendrils to wrap around a dick, I reckon that you'd have a party. Like, that would be very, very interesting.
You'd have a party?
Yeah, like a little pants party. Because I think that I could imagine that would be quite a unique and yet, like, quite sexy feeling.
I think it would be easier to train an octopus to jerk you off.
And now we're getting
yeah.
into some ethical quandaries.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a problem.
They let the octopus pick who's going to win the World Cup and shit.
That's all that, yeah.
That's true. So they're already putting.
So
in
what?
the
You
work.
should be able to fuck it?
Hey, if it's picking my sports winners, it's gonna touch my titty, and that's just how I live. Hey, man.
No, I mean, we're already putting octopuses to work.
Yeah. If you could pick one animal that could consent, what would it be?
A human.
Yeah. I have to go with human.
Humans can.
No,
consent.
they
Don't
already
call me
can.
crazy. I like to fuck people.
No, I'm saying it other than people.
I'm not answering that because no matter what the answer is, I look
answering-
disgusting.
the question you're asking is like, what is the sexiest animal?
Yeah.
I think flamingo, because they've already got one leg up and they're pink.
Oh, yeah.
Horny.
Femme.
A horny creature.
Yeah. I love that little
That's
femme
cute.
energy.
I wouldn't fuck an animal.
Yeah.
I think that's gross.
Grace, you know
Oh God, I've been tricked
Grace,
again.
The thing is, I have an answer, but I'm not saying it.
Oh God, I spurg it out.
Bird skeletons presenting to you. Is that how you're reading that?
Hey, Gray.
It does look like it's
Hey,
being kind of
Gray.
shy from here. It's like,
Hey, Gray.
It's got too many bones.
Yeah, this thing looks like a little hand, like high five. Anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bit of fun. What do you think?
Is this going
You
well?
got anything
Evan?
else to say?
I don't know. Do you think maybe this could play games? It's got a. It could
Like
be-
what?
get its
What are you
hand around a
talking about?
controller. I don't know.
What does this even have have to do with games?
Not much, but it's kind of like the.
Evan really likes to look at it.
I think it's fun to look at. I think it's like the barnacles from Half-Life. Remember those things? They're sort of.
I've never played Half-Life.
Oh, okay. Anyone played Half-Life?
I didn't.
Absolutely not.
Can I have a Pokemon question, please?
Can you have? I mean, this looks like it would be like a Pokemon, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, it could be a Pokemon.
Pokemon. There's Pokemons that look like everything, right?
Oh, there are squid Pokemons.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
I would really, really like to talk about Last of Us. It's the only game I've ever played other than this.
The Last of Us?
Yeah. Other than
covered
this.
it. You're a little bit late.
Covered it.
I know, but I really enjoyed it.
Wait, 1 or 2?
Both. I played both. And it's the only game I've ever played in my whole life.
Why did you
All
play
the
that?
way through, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
She's played other games. You've played other games.
Like I played Among Us, like when we were all in lockdown, I pretended for a little bit so I could like chat with my friends who were twitching at the time.
Yep.
Pretended.
Yeah, that I was like, oh, I love this, but I just wanted to
right.
hang out with you.
I think that was a lot of what Among Us was
Yeah.
the social element during.
But no, like the by
Okay.
myself sit, the only game I've ever played is The Last of Us, but I played it around about 8 years after it had come out. And
Yeah,
so
I
no
played it
one
way
wanted
after
to
it came
talk
out
to me.
too.
No one wanted to talk to
Well,
me.
then I think you're right on track to bring it up now in 2022 on a panel show.
I'm just saying that I'm on a show about gaming. I'm really happy to be here.
Okay.
But unless the question is about The Last of Us or this beer game, I'm out.
Well, maybe
What
we should
about
talk
Uncharted?
about.
Didn't you play Uncharted?
I did play Uncharted too,
there you
yes.
There you go. And I was like, why are you playing that? Nathan Drake is fucking annoying.
But he's so hot in the
Not
fourth
even
one.
hot. He has Chris Pratt energy.
His brother's kind of hot. Like his
I don't think
brother
Chris
is
Pratt
hot.
is hot.
Not anymore.
Chris Pratt is not hot.
Chris
When
Pratt's
was
hot.
he
It
hot?
was
He's got
before
mega
he
church
lost the weight.
poisoning.
He was hot in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, he was hot when he was chubby.
Church
Right.
poisoning.
He does.
What?
He's got mega church.
No, he totally does. Yeah, no, you're right. I keep forgetting that.
Builds up in the system.
Under all
And I
of
think he was really mean to Anna Faris as well. So
Is he cancelled
Wow. Is
Might
he
be
he's
cancelled?
not
alleged.
cancelled. He's just very religious, and he's playing an Italian man in a movie soon.
now? Yes, but he's not doing an act. He's not really doing the.
No one mentioned what it is. No one say it by name.
It's all very hush hush.
Probably not.
It hasn't actually been announced yet.
Who are the other? Then there's Chris Pine, who I've never seen anything Chris Pine's ever been
Which
in.
one, the politician or the
I would
actor?
have no idea.
The
What,
actor.
if Chris Pine was
Christopher
like
Pine.
talking
Okay.
to me right now, I would have no idea.
Guess which one
Oh,
I've had a
you'd know.
crush on
He's
before.
buff.
Okay.
You say Christopher.
But then I would just be like, well, there's a buff man here. I wish he'd leave so we could finish our game. Our game
we
show
should
podcast.
let's talk about let's move on. We'll talk about the game.
Chris Evans?
What about him?
Which one's that one?
Captain America.
Oh no, I've never seen anything Chris Evans ever done.
Really?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, I know that one.
What are we doing? Just naming Chris's?
Yeah, yes, we are.
Chris Colfer.
Now that's an Irish author, I think.
No, it's the gay kid in Glee.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I always bring it up because Bec had a crush on him when she was watching the show, which is the most psycho thing.
That's insane, Bec. That's crazy.
There's literally the plot of one episode is dedicated to how he has absolutely no sex appeal. It's not about him being gay. It's like
Is this the guy in the
his
wheelchair?
gay boyfriend is like, what the fuck is wrong with
is
you?
this the guy in the wheelchair?
No. That's
He was recently on RuPaul's Drag Race Celebrity. That guy.
wow.
In a wheelchair?
No, he's not. That was acting.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm shocked by this news.
maybe we should.
All right, Evan. Jesus.
Right.
Brewmaster Beer Brewing Simulator is basically what it says on the tin. Let's take a look at the trailer.
There's a tin.
No, there's not a tin.
Golden, sun-soaked grains. The finest hops. Yeast that brings a gift of life. But the most important ingredient is passion. Good beer is art. A beautiful feeling, captured in liquid amber. Now, they say you can't rush art. But in our world, well, you can do anything. You're about to take your first steps into the world of home brewing. A world packed with creativity, discovery, and, if you're talented enough, opportunity. So, experiment. Have fun. Brewing is about the craft and the journey. But most of all, express yourself. You are the Brewmaster.
That was a look at the trailer for Brewmaster Beer Brewing Simulator. Now this You look different.
Why? What do you mean?
You changed outfits.
You look famous.
I did. I did it for Twitch, but I should do it for YouTube.
Show the YouTube audience.
Eh?
Naomi came dressed as the background.
What is your fucking problem with me? Did I do something to you apart from all the stuff that's on camera?
I think you look like Grimace if Grimace was an influencer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Were you actually? Florence Pugh?
Florence Pugh.
Right.
She's Florence
In Venice.
Pugh in Venice. Very specific.
The place?
It's very
The
specific.
place, yes.
Right.
Yeah, at the film festival.
Right, I see.
Explicitly not at the press conference because she was running on too tight a schedule to go to it. But then
We all know really why.
What did she have on?
Her
that she-
stylist posted, well, she's been filming June, but her stylist posted a
June.
video of her drinking an Aperol Spritz by the pool.
Right, so she was just sort of wagging the conference.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama around it.
Oh, Evan, we must fill you in sometime. It was very dramatic.
Okay.
I've got it down pat actually. They're filling people in on. I
the
tried
drama.
to do it. Yeah. I was like talking
You
to
wrote
my
a little
housemate,
script
and
for yourself.
He was like, "What's it about?" I'm like, "Okay, so you know Olivia Wilde?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay,
run it
you know Harry Styles?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Florence Pugh." He's like, "No." I'm like, "Have you seen Booksmart?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Shia LaBeouf," and he's like, "Yeah, Shia LaBeouf." I'm like, "The fucking nerd, fuck off."
Great song.
Yeah, you'd know that one, wouldn't you?
So this is this game is a beer brewing simulator. It's supposedly like chemistry, like a chemistry simulation. In that it accurately is.
Yeah, it was super annoying. I hated it so much. It was like not only was it so accurate to like all the ingredients, but it was like
Yep.
you can't pour the thing in until you to figure out how to take the lid off the pot. And so I was
Yeah.
like spending like ages being like, how do I fucking take the lid off the pot so I can put the water in the pot so I can make the beer?
Yeah.
It was awful.
When I first went
beer
to.
making is for you, Gracie. If you can't take a lid off a pot,
Well, I can take a lid off a pot in real life, but apparently it's very hard in the game.
I'll agree that in a video game, maybe you shouldn't have that. Shouldn't be part of
Yeah,
the
you
game.
should just be like put the pot down, fill it with water, like you know. And,
Yep.
and then I kept accidentally putting
be
the
accurate,
lid
would it?
back on, and then it was like, and now put the hops in. I'm like, the lid's on.
The worst thing is at the end of it, you get like, because I made
Finished the game.
I made a beer.
Oh.
It was genuinely the worst 44 minutes of my life.
So long.
Honest to God, some of the worst Saturday afternoon time I've ever had, ever. But I got to the end. I made the fucking beer.
Yep.
And then they give you stats on what your beer tastes. They're like, this is what your beer. My beer was fucked because I
did it
fucked
taste
up the
like?
malt process.
Okay.
So I fucked up my malt process. So they were like, "Oh, your beer's yum. This is malty as fuck." And it was
That's
like it was
nice.
super super sweet, but also heavy in hops. It was just a fuck beer and very dark. It was like all 100 cent dark. It was really bad. And then you could name your beer as well, which was. Did you get to that point?
I did not.
Like a stout with
I got pretty
with added
stuck on
malt.
trying to get the lid on and off.
Beer, and they were like, "Oh, name your beer or whatever," and I was gonna be like, "I'm gonna name it Shitfaced."
That's good.
Yeah, but then I accidentally pressed enter and I couldn't be. I was so angry at myself in this game and all of you for making me do it that when I accidentally pressed enter, I was just like, "Fuck it," and it was ended up being called Shitfac.
Shit back.
Shitfac.
Yeah,
I
I'll play
think
that.
the energy still comes across.
Yeah, I think the anger is.
Would you
still
rather
there.
take a sip from Shitfaced or Shitfac?
I think I'm gonna take a pass and go home. I think it's
That's fair.
No, I,
This game hates women.
It made me realise how bad I am at just following simple instructions.
Why?
Well, no. If someone gave me the simple instructions in real life when I have control of my hands,
Yes.
I would be able to do it very easily. But it was the fact that you had to hit like 8 different kinds of buttons to figure out lid off, lid on, pour in, pour
Yeah.
put down.
It does seem like
Stir,
an unnecessary number of.
Put a tube
I
in.
need control of my hands all
fun.
the time.
There was a certain point where you had to put something on the ground to pour something
Yes,
into
and
it.
then you had to put
Yeah,
the
with the
tube,
tube,
and the
because
tube.
gravity is how it goes.
It
from
was
one
a
tube to another.
It was
nightmare.
a nightmare.
Okay.
Having a 7.
Lots of great
It
reviews
reminded
coming in
me
for this game.
of like when the first time I ever played a video game. Let's bring it back. I was
Yep.
like 7 years old. Another army family had to move because this happens a lot. This is how I got a budgie as well.
Okay.
Another army family near us had to move, so they left their shit with us, and I got their like PlayStation 1, and that was very exciting.
Nice.
Except the only game that came with the PlayStation 1 was golf. Golf for the PlayStation 1.
Fuck, that's crook. There's so many good PlayStation
And it
1
was
games.
so bad that I thought that my parents had done it on purpose to put me off video games. I thought they were like, we'll just give her the worst possible. Because I was like, as a 7-year-old, I was like, look, if I were to play golf, I'm going to go outside, I'm going to play some golf. I'm not going to fuck around with this majig and figure out the like loop of the thing. I hated it so much. It was very similar to this. It was like if I wanted to make some beer, I would make some beer.
The thing with this simulation games, right? There's one that's like a paramedic simulation game, and I get
Stressful.
fucking stressful, but I kind of like. I still think it's really dumb, stupid, and fucked. But I was like, I can kind of get on board because I'm like, oh, if you're not a paramedic, if you haven't had that training, you want to know what it's like. Gives you a little itty bitty taste.
Yeah.
If you want to know what it's like to make beer, you fuck. This game cost $25. It costs less to buy the ingredients to fucking brew a beer. Just brew a fucking beer.
But in
I
this,
think you're exaggerating.
I mean, in
It
this,
would cost more than that.
you can
yeah,
speed up
Not
time.
enough to prefer playing
Your
a
budget
video
had been blown
game.
out by how many big plastic tubs you'd have to buy.
Yeah, but I feel like if you feel
Oh,
like
Mish
there's-
already has so many vats. You should see her house.
I have a lot of vats.
She's got a vat room.
Yeah, I don't have any lanyards, but I have a lot of vats. No, I think that like if you want to know what it's like to brew a beer, just brew a beer.
Yeah, I'm
that's.
with her.
I'm like that's, and I have never considered wanting to brew a beer. I don't drink beer. I would be closer to wanting to drink a beer than ever play this game again.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
I have a counter to that.
Okay.
Someone told me they were in their backyard once and they heard a woman just shrieking. And so they ran over and it turned out her homebrewed beer bottles had exploded onto her
happen.
face.
Oh my God.
She was fine.
Right.
But I would say that kind of thing, maybe something to take into account.
That
Yes,
does sound
okay.
Fucking brew your own beer, you could end up with glass shards to the face.
Oh my God.
Which begs the question, why not just go buy some beer?
I would say yes. Buy some beer that is not going to explode. And if you want to make caramel apples, don't. That's my PSA.
That's good advice, I think.
Every third TikTok I get is some poor person who's been burned from making homemade
no.
caramel. No good. Buy one from the shops,
Gotta
please.
reset your algorithm.
Everyone was...
Okay.
You're changing a lot of lives tonight. A lot of people are just about to start making
Hot
a caramel
sugar
apple
is
right
the
now.
death of you.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
man.
very hot.
Oh, to the camera.
Slow zoom in. And
If you...
you
Yeah,
are
yeah,
an
sell
apple.
it.
I just want to point out you're an apple giving this.
You're,
Yeah.
you would say that.
Yeah, it's not
you're an
exactly.
apple.
I'm an apple, and if from an apple to you, I would like to say this Halloween, please do not make homemade caramel. It will burn you, and it's so easy to buy. It's so easy to. We live in the first world. Please go and buy a caramel apple. Do not boil sugar in your home. It's so bad. It burns you so much.
You know what else is dangerous? It's barely related. I really wanted one of these straps that you hook on to your doorknob and then you like lay your head in it. So it's like your head's being cradled and it's like good for your back of your neck.
That sounds
or
like a
stretches
noose.
Stretches it out. No.
Okay.
No. It just like is like the back of your neck. Like so you're just like your head's like being held. But then I was like, I might buy one of these because I think it would be nice. And then I looked at the reviews. A lot of people saying, this snapped and the thing shot into my fucking eye.
Oh my God.
And then I hit my head on the ground. Just so many saying that. I was like,
Whoa.
Of course.
You know
maybe I won't buy it.
what else is dangerous? War. But also,
Wow. You know, I'm glad someone's finally fucking saying
in the camera. Anti-war PSA. Let's go.
where do you want me to do it from? Or do you want me to just do a rant about war? I don't want to be that.
From the top.
PSA about how war is bad,
Yeah,
please,
okay.
please.
I don't know. Hey.
As the devil.
Sell it.
Hey. I don't know if you've heard about war, but I have. And hey, man, you know, sometimes it's fun to make believe when you're there. When you're really there. maybe it's not so much fun. Maybe it's dangerous. But do you know what else is actually dangerous?
Okay.
I did
Really good,
a,
really good
a
stuff.
shift at Queen Vic Market, right?
You got slapped across the face with a fish.
No, it was at a bakery. It's very, very nice. Highly recommend everyone go get your bread there. It was lovely. I won't work there again though. But I did a 12-hour shift there recently, like 2 weeks ago, to help out a little bit and make a little bit of extra coin.
To help out?
No, I needed money. I was like, to help out.
To give back to
To help out. No, they asked me if
community
I
of
wanted to do it.
bakers.
I said yes, I want to do it, and they were like, "We need help on this day," and I was like, "I will help you," but I did it because whatever. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, when I tell you how badly my feet hurt after that 12 hours, I've not known pain. Like, firstly, I'm fairly unfit, but also I'm way too old for that job. But like, it was just like a lot of work. It was really
you
hard.
were going with what's dangerous is just standing.
No, I'm nearly there.
Oh, okay.
So my feet were really, really
I was like,
sore.
yeah, I've worked hospitality before. Your feet hurt.
No, but I got home, so it was 12 hours. I got home and I was like, my feet hurt to my partner. And I was like, can you please rub my feet? And he was like, yeah. And then he squeezed my foot. And when I tell you that some sort of nerve thing shot up through my body, up through my poos, up to my head, like it was like this big, and it was the most pain I've been in a long time. It lasted about 30 seconds, but then
30 seconds?
yeah, this like horrible nerve pain, and then I couldn't walk on my foot for 24 hours. That's dangerous. If you have sore feet, don't get a foot rub.
That sounds like soul
Wow.
It's uniquely you. I think
I've never-
maybe you had too much blood in your feet, or I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but
Yeah, but yeah,
Oh,
okay.
maybe it was just me then.
That genuinely sounds like a thing called soldier's foot.
yeah.
That
Which brings us back to war. Like I said, it's pretty dangerous.
Hospitality is war. In a way.
In a way.
Unironically, yes.
So you play through the Brewmaster mode, which is basically the story mode.
Okay, literally dish.
What? Okay. This is where you learn to play. You go through a bit of a tutorial there, which I was leaning on pretty heavily because it's not immediately obvious. I mean, maybe unless
None
you
of
were
the controls make any sense.
yeah.
Luckily, there is a millennia of UI to tell you what to do along the way.
There's a lot of UI, but yeah.
More
it's-
UI than game, some would
God,
say.
even just the shot of the
It's more of a book.
Filling up the
tap
pot.
of the tap filling up the pot is just like triggering me. I'm like, I spent like 20 minutes being like, open the lid of the pot so that the water can go in.
You,
You
like,
fuckhead who kept writing you letters. Who was that?
Weird, creepy weirdo.
Who was that?
I don't
you know
know.
what?
His
It's
name
like
was Jeff.
smacks of privilege to me.
Right.
You guys, we've played some fucking shit games on this show. Sure, this is boring. Sure, you have to take the lid off and put it on, and you have to take it back off again immediately. We've reviewed some shockers, and I can always tell when it's a really bad one because when the screen goes dark on the game, I can see my reflection of my furrowed brow. That's what I stopped playing. So I said, I don't need wrinkles on top of this.
Okay.
Top of everything else.
On top of
All this
everything
pouring
else.
malt. I
It's
overpoured
not
my
a
malt.
great get.
I overpoured everything. It was very difficult to tell when you were supposed to stop pouring.
Well, that should even out, right?
There was a there was a point where you had to figure out that one of the things needed to go on the ground and the other thing needed to go up the top.
Yes.
And as I was trying to figure out, and I was like, I think I'm going to get this soon. I was like, even though I know I'm going to get this in less than a minute, I've never so badly wanted to stop doing something in my life. Like, I know I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get it in 60 seconds, and then the game will be over. It's like, I'd rather just stop now. Because this sucks.
And then once you put the thing on the floor and one thing on the table,
Yeah.
you had to get the tube.
You got to do the tube.
But
Yeah.
you had to put
Tube, yep.
You had to put the tube in one thing first before the other thing, but it didn't tell you that at all. It was just like, I thought put the tube in both things, but no, you had to put the tube in the bottom thing first and then the top thing.
Yeah, no. It's top thing and then bottom thing, because otherwise it's really unhygienic and you really shouldn't do that.
That's what it was. Okay.
Have you brewed beer before?
No, I think it's what?
I was making a joke about anal.
Oh!
Oh.
Something that can also be kind of dangerous sometimes.
Never go bottom to top. Go top to bottom, if anything, you know.
I missed
I look, this is not my area of expertise.
Beer or anal?
both.
You have some sort of other medical condition that means you can't get fucked in the ass. You know what?
IBS. Yes.
Oh my God, she does.
Yes, obviously. Also,
Grace, what isn't wrong with you?
nothing. Everything.
Oh my God.
I see so many doctors. It's insane. My whole schedule is just physios and doctors and part-time work. I hate myself. Anyway, it's not important.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey.
Don't hate yourself because you can't get fucked in the ass. There's no reason to hate yourself.
Someone asked
Chin up
me
if
the other
there's
day.
something, if that's something you can do without permanently injuring yourself somehow.
I don't know anyone that doesn't have IBS. I don't know if
I don't have IBS.
I've never had IBS ever.
okay,
Do you
well,
know
I
when people are like, oh, I've got a UTI? Do you know I've never had one?
You're fucked.
this is
I've
privilege.
never had one.
That's privilege.
Yeah.
I had someone
Yeah, I've got
ask
a
me,
very,
like,
very-
as a joke, they were like, have you ever done anal? And I was like, no. As a joke, I was like, I'm
Actually, I have. I was joking.
I just said no to be funny.
as a joke, I was like, I'm saving myself for marriage. And then as I said it, I was like, no, that's very legitimate.
Yeah.
I'm not letting anyone fuck me in the ass unless there's paperwork involved.
Yeah.
Hey, Grace, you still don't have to do it.
So you read the Brewers Quarterly
You know what I hate, Evan?
magazine? Yes.
I think there's been this thing happening on Twitter that like every girl's bisexual, every girl has ADHD, every girl has IBS. I only have the first two, and I don't want everyone to think I'm always shitting. And I don't like it.
All right.
And it's people like you who are the problem.
I didn't ask for all this. Honestly, I wish my conversation with doctors were shorter.
I'm straight. I don't take Dexies, and my bowel is great.
All right.
So I guess I'm the minority.
Who's the real minority?
Who's the real minority?
Takes
Most
a
privileged
village.
person on the panel.
It's fine.
Poor blue-eyed girl.
So hard being me.
So you read
up,
that
Evan? What are you
the
talking about?
magazine, and that's where you find the jobs that you need to complete.
That's so true.
I did not even find that magazine.
You find, you got to find.
I'm not even going to lie. Whatever you just said then, I did not listen. What did you just
The
say?
Brewers Quarterly is
There's
the
a magazine.
It's basically the structure of the game.
Yep.
I thought, you would brew a beer and then it would get in the magazine.
No, you start with the magazine.
Like it would be like, oh, did you make the magazine? Because I can't imagine any other career feat of brewing a beer.
Selling the beer.
I mean, you
I mean, sure.
get feedback on the beer. I mean, you're home brewing. You're
feedback.
kind of just doing it for yourself, aren't you? Pretty much.
I'm not doing it for myself. I don't know why I was
Doing it for you, Evan.
We were all doing it for you.
I'm doing this for my career. Like it's building a profile.
I have a self-sacrifice schema, so I was really doing it for everybody.
No, so okay, yeah. So the magazine, that's where you find recipes for beer. And the jobs that you complete to then unlock more jobs, more recipes, in the Brewmaster mode.
Was there no other game that was released this week?
There was Gotham
Is this
Knights.
released this week?
This
Gotham Knights.
yes.
As in like a Batman game.
Well, yeah, but Batman's not in it. Batman is dead in it.
What?
Finally.
Can they do
So
that?
you're saying that you
can do that.
decided that because in Gotham Knights the Batman's dead, I'll give them the beer brewing game? Are you fucking kidding me?
You know, that other game's boring.
Fudge!
Like fly around and
Fudge!
fight crime.
It's like Gotham. Oh God, that without Batman, what is it? It's just like a dark city full of mystery. I want to give them the beer brewing game where they spend 7 minutes figuring out how to take a lid off a barrel because they're dumb women and I'm a sodge. This shit is. Oh, I'm really happy to be here, but fuck, Evan, my God.
I'd seen a bit about the Gotham Knights. It just didn't seem like it was very good.
How much is the Gotham Knights game?
I can't remember. It's like $90 or something. It's pretty standard
Okay.
price.
I get
Okay,
what
It's a more
so
expensive
this
game
game
than
was
this.
$25,
Yes.
and I'm assuming you said you'd reimburse all of us.
I didn't say that, but someone might have said that. Yes.
Beck said it.
I did get that
Beck
email.
said that. Yes.
So, am I to understand that price difference had nothing to do with you choosing Brewmaster Beer Brewing Simulator over Gotham Knights?
Look, I would never choose the content of the show for financial reasons. We could have done Gotham Knights.
If I had a dick, we'd be playing Gotham Knights right now. But I don't. I've got a little tight pussy and a perfect bowel.
your lips don't even, I bet you're like a fucking seam.
Yeah, that's right. I don't need the lipstick. When I have my period, I just think about it and it shuts close.
You're so tight. You have to actually open
Oh
up.
no, I got my period. Just got to shut up shop.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Gotham Knights wouldn't be very good.
It's fine.
Oh, this is fucking great. This
So-
is great, Evan. Really great work.
Hey, it wasn't that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't bad enough to lose a friend. Fuck.
Make your brew space your own with a wide range of unlockable cosmetics. Chill out in a relaxing.
They have cosmetics in this game? Girlies, what were we doing? I saw a review, this is great for people who like to homebrew. And then I saw another thing that was, if you homebrew, this game might frustrate you.
Yeah, I
So
think
I don't know who this is for.
Not
I think it's for people who have a vague interest in homebrewing. I think if you're really hardcore
No
into
one has a vague interest in home.
Yeah, that's true. There's no one. That is such a good point.
Yeah.
You either really fucking love home brewing.
Well, you've never thought about it
you've
before in
never-
your life.
It's like bouldering.
Yeah.
Name a more annoying community. You can't.
Name something that you can be mildly interested in.
Cross stitch. You're obviously very into it, but I'm slightly into it.
Like mildly interested in it. Okay.
I've done a
Buy a
couple.
lot of equipment.
Throw cushions.
Yeah.
I don't-
Is that a hobby?
Mildly.
Is that a hobby?
Like buying like new throw cushions and stuff.
I guess
like
I-
the way
How
they
often
look.
can you buy a throw cushion?
Sorry, I buy a different like throw cushion once a year.
That's not that much time spent. I guess that's mildly. It's like the same way
Pretty
that
mild,
I
my
buy
interest.
like shampoo.
No, but that's required. You don't need a throw cushion.
Oh, I need a throw cushion.
So do I sometimes.
What's gonna tie my room together?
That's exactly right.
Brewmaster Beer Brewing Simulator is out now on PC, Switch, PS4, PS5.
Oh, I can get it on
Xbox
Switch. I
One,
can play it on the
and Xbox
train.
Series X. Yes, you can play it. You can play it on the train.
Why would I do that when I can simply look out the window or on the floor?
Yeah. Well, here's the situation: you can't just brew your own beer if you're on a train, can you? That's why you have a
still
simulator.
wouldn't be doing
I
that.
think you can because I think beer brewing takes a long time. So like once you set it up,
It does take
You
several
just carry
weeks.
that barrel with you for 15 days on that train.
And don't worry about it spilling.
no matter where you are, it's brewing. You know.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it spilling because you won't be able to get the lid off.
that's right. That's right.
And
That
once
thing
it's
is
off, you
secure.
won't be able to get it back on. So pick a side before you.
We learned so much.
Pick a side for lid on or lid off. Everyone's got an opinion. Write in, tell us yours.
Hey, before we wrap up, let's do a quick little Patreon question.
Stay.
No, people have got places to be. You're all dressed up.
True.
Mish hasn't
got a party to
Mish has
go
just gone home.
I'm just going home to eat a delicious
Mish
green curry.
doesn't.
Oh, she's got a curry waiting for her.
I'm sorry, Evan. I've defended you. Like, I've been not that bad to you today. And you just let the world know that while my friends go to a party, I'm going home to eat a curry.
Yeah, but perfect bowels.
Really good bowels. Really, really good
Curry will
bowels.
have no effect
Can't have it all.
None at
on her bathroom habits in any way.
Yeah, it's fine.
You have enough. Okay?
Sorry?
You have enough.
Enough in my life.
You've got privileges.
I do. I really do.
This week's question is from Orange Scissors.
Never heard of her.
Every show, Evan reads out a list of Patreon supporters, including Grace. You used to be a Patreon supporter?
Yeah, I did.
Did you really?
Why did I stop? Because I don't have any money, Evan.
No, that's fair
I
enough.
work in the arts.
Patreon supporter.
I don't know, when I lived in Brisbane, I would like watch the show and I'd be like, this is so funny. I like it so much.
Oh, that's so nice. And now you're on the show.
So every week I give a list of Patreon supporters. But which Patreon creators do you on the panel subscribe to? They're asking us to help them support people that we like.
I am a Patreon member. Is that what it
Yes.
is? I support Confessions of the Idiots Patreon.
Ah,
Sammy Peterson.
Really good podcast. I also
very,
put
very
that
funny.
podcast on that list.
That's one of my faves. I love him. So I'm one of
he's
his.
one of the nicest men in comedy.
So
Like the nicest.
Yeah,
The nicest.
he's so good.
He can I just a quick fun? I think he'd like. I don't think he'd care if I tell this story. No, he won't. Let's find out. I was having like a full-blown breakdown at the start of this year about comedy festival because I was doing my first ever comedy festival, and everyone was like, "You need a producer," and you needed to have gotten one 4 months ago. And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to die!" And I had a full-on emotional breakdown. And called Sammy P and was like, "Hey, can we have a meeting where you just tell me what to do because he's this excellent producer?" And he was just like, "Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause he doesn't produce anymore. He's got a full-time job, and he's very busy, very, very busy boy." And he was just like, "Of course, I can have a meeting with you and tell you what to do." And I went over to his house, and he's like, "Okay, so firstly, you just need to monitor your emails." And I instantly burst into tears. And I was like, "I can't. Like, first of all, I can't. I don't know. I don't
Now
know."
you're thinking like an artist.
It's like, no, it's absolutely fine. He goes, "It's not a problem." And also, like, media, you're just going to want to contact media. More tears, like hysterical, full-blown. And he goes, "How about I just produce your show for you?"
Aw, that's
and
so
he did
nice.
it for me.
Wow.
And he monitored all my emails and he produced my show and he did such a good job and I love him dearly.
And now you support him on Patreon.
And his podcast is so funny.
The best.
Yeah. I think I support Michelle Brazier. Do go on.
Michelle has a Patreon? That's right.
Well, maybe she doesn't.
She does funny covers.
She got it during,
menopause.
yeah, she got
Maybe
it.
she doesn't have. I'm not sure.
I would be surprised if she had the time, but if anyone can do it, she can.
Does anyone do the
The only neurotypical person I know.
plumbing the Death
Plumbing the Death
Star?
Star?
They've got one.
Yeah.
You're just naming people with Patreons.
I guess so. I didn't have any.
People
money.
to support because people support us, but who do we support? There's a video game in development called Celico, which they've got a Patreon, so I'm supporting that because it looks like a really cool game. It's like a retro first-person shooter, which just looks like lots of fun. Do you support anybody on Patreon?
Yes,
Who-
for the
yes?
minimum values. Because I also do not have much
That's
expendable cash. So I think it ends up, the whole bill ends up being like 6 AUD, which is still decent for me.
Yeah, it's something.
But I, Indigenous X, which I've never shared with anyone. So I wasn't doing it just for the points. And then also Hamira, my beautiful Hum.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I didn't know Hum had a
subscribe to
Patreon.
Hum's Patreon.
Yeah, because she does comics and sometimes, just sometimes, they're of me. So obviously I want to see them. She posts ones on her Instagram and then she also has ones that just go out to Patreon supporters. And they're all very funny and that's Toilet Feelings. I'm sure a lot of you already
guys know.
You guys know. She's just beautiful. Sorry, I've had half an Aperol Spritz. There's so many beautiful women in the world, and she's so talented.
Thanks to our top patrons. A chilled one on a Friday Arvo with the boys in the wall. Adrian Hernandez Arista, Amy G, Andre Agnew, Ben Zombie, Blake Hannikin, Brand Wozni, Cameron Forward, Rupert the Dog, Chris Howe, Chris Potts, Christian Sanchez.
What the hell?
Sorry, did you want to? Oh wait, have we got a?
What happened?
It's Christian Sanchez.
Christian Sanchez. That was something.
That sounded.
Did you
Why did
like
you want
it?
to do
I
that?
thought it was good. It was a fun.
Why did you want to do that?
You said you watched the show.
Oh,
I
okay.
think they make fun of him, but I don't know why.
There's a running joke because Ben always thought Christian Sanchez was, I guess, a funny sounding name, and then for a while there,
Well, no, it was also because there used to be two.
and there used to be two Christian Sanchai who were top patrons.
Oh, wait, I do remember
And I thought it was the same person who had accidentally or whatever done it twice, but they were genuinely two different people named Christian Sanchez.
Man, we've got the biggest Christian Sanchez audience in the whole
Yeah,
world.
and then it was a
Not all of
sad
them.
day when one of them dropped off. And now there's just one
We lost him.
sole Christian Sanchez left. Dan Fox, David Bourne, David Holland, Decay, Dixie Dean 17, Dogmata, Eddie McCullen O'Hay, Evan S. Darling,
That was
Fahad
amazing
Al-Tani.
pronunciation.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean,
They
I
Irished it up there.
actually don't. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Wait, so that was just a guess?
No,
I
I've,
struggle with so many names. That's the most fucking gobbledygook shit I've ever seen in my life. But because it's Irish, you're like, oh, that makes sense.
is it Ira? I mean,
Stand behind this xenophobia.
I want to say that
We're actually
it looks
very
like all of your
respectful
names
the
are
Irish
beautiful.
language.
You're like, I know English and Gaelic. Anything else is fucked.
Evan is a Welsh name, but I don't, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
That's Irish. I'm not talking about Wales.
Well, I think that's the pronunciation that's in my head. I
Welsh
definitely
accents are really cool.
didn't know how to.
sexy.
Okay, I don't have a Welsh accent. Gears. Izzy Klein, Jamatar, Josh, Justice for Lena Moon. Is this a new one that's just popped
Is
up?
that Lena?
What justice?
Justice for
What's
Lena.
the injustice? What's happened?
Fine, she's
don't-
fine.
I think Lena's
Seems
okay.
fine. I don't know.
That's so funny. If she's just doing fine and people are like, we gotta look at her, we gotta help.
I think Lena's doing all right, man.
I haven't seen her in a few weeks. Latchington, Michael Flaherty, Mitch Rudolph, MJ, Oscar A, Robbie Proctor, Santeri Raikkonen. No, it's not that. He said it was wrong. Santeri Raikkonen? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Raikkonen.
How would you?
Raikkonen.
Raikkonen. That's a
Right.
different one.
But
Would it?
I would say real Conan. That's what I would
Santeri
say.
Raikkonen. I reckon it's
That's
Raikkonen.
two I's, there's no L.
Oh,
How would you pronounce it?
Conan.
Raikkonen?
Raikkonen. That's what I reckon.
Double I?
I actually had a Finnish exchange student at my high school, and he said I was really good at pronouncing Finnish words.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see what he says.
I feel
Scotty,
like I've pronounced his name properly before. He's told me.
I think last week he said you corrected me incorrectly. You weren't right when you corrected me last week.
Well, I don't recall hearing this, so
I was in the. I don't know.
Raikkonen? Is that?
I don't know. He didn't say how to correctly pronounce it. He said.
Well, Santeri, this goes out to you. Vittu.
What does that mean?
He'll know.
Okay. Scott McEachin, Sion, Sean Prague, Stephen Burke, Siraj Pires, The Unruly Goose, XZ Neil, and Zach Steinbacher. If you want to hear your name right on the show, then jump on to the close personal friend Patreon tier over at Gamey. No, what is it? GameyGame.com.
Or you can DM me and send me $15. That offer still stands. DMs are open on Instagram. Actually, I don't think they are, but it'll go in my message
If you
request.
really want to get Gamey some money, contact me. I'll give you my bank details, and whatever you send, I'll make sure they get it.
My PayPal's on my Twitter.
really kind of edging in on my thing.
There are some great benefits to signing up to the close personal friend tier, as well as getting your name read on the show. You get episodes early, you get to join us in the Discord, you get the cheat sheets that we have here, which are always a lot of fun. Bec writes those up. And you can also send in and vote on the Patreon questions every week. What?
Mish, stop being so sexy.
Can't help it. I was this natural.
And then for an extra $5 more, you get a mug, and we'll send it around anywhere in the world, except Qatar is proving difficult.
They don't.
You
They
do
don't
have a lot of-
addresses.
They don't have addresses in Qatar. This is what I found out. What?
You broke her.
I thought you meant
she's
like
glitching.
Qatar is proving difficult just in terms of
Just politically.
politically, economically, the FIFA World Cup, homophobia, violence.
Tough.
It's not great over there, I don't think.
No, it's just hard to
Okay,
send
Grace,
things.
chill. What am
Sorry.
I watching?
Do you guys have anything you'd like to plug? Mish, you've got a podcast?
Yeah, man. I do. I have a podcast. My podcast is Mission Zach's Leguizamo Rama. We talk about Johnny Legs. We've also got. When's this coming out? On Halloween?
Halloween on Monday.
Oh, fuck yeah. If you're in Sydney, Zach, my friend Zach Ruane and I, who he also hosts a podcast with me. Wow, I'm doing bad. We're going to Sydney on the 25th of November to host Super Mario Brothers at the Ritz Cinema.
Fucking this up.
Oh.
What?
No, you're doing great. You're doing
Thank
great.
you. On Friday, the 11th of November, we're doing a
you sure?
screening of Super Mario Brothers at the Lido Cinema, and then on
sure?
this one's really cool. This one's really cool. You can cut all the other shit. On the 1st of December, we are hosting Violent Night, the new John Leguizamo film that's coming out at Lido on
Oh
the
my
premiere
god, that's
of
so
it.
exciting.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I
exciting.
described that so badly, but the tickets are available now on the Lido website, and you should definitely come to that.
That's actually really cool.
It's really fun. I'm so excited. Do
Pretty exciting.
you want to come?
Yeah.
Come?
Yeah, I'll come.
Okay.
Do I have to buy a ticket because you were saying that before and like?
It's difficult to get. I don't like emailing. If you want to email them and say I know Mish, give me a call.
I'll do that. That's fine.
Grace, have you got anything you'd like
Worst
to
they can do is say no and make me hate myself.
I've got a Twitter. My Twitter is at Grace Jarvis. Oh no,
It's good.
and
It's
my,
so funny.
That's my Instagram as well. That's what I get up to, and I guess that's it. I got gigs everywhere all the time, and comedy
Okay.
festival next year.
Comedy festival next year.
I don't know, man. That's
You got to
all I've
start
got.
now, man. You got to start now, man. Some
Yeah.
better shit. It's gone international again, man.
Long run up.
That's true. There's more competition now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if you're in Melbourne, Sydney, New Zealand, or probably Edinburgh next year.
Edinburgh.
Hello.
exciting.
I really want to.
Okay.
We'll talk about this later.
Do
I'll have
it.
to go to Edinburgh.
We've got to figure out how to send an email before we
Yeah, fucking big time.
go to Edinburgh.
Yeah, book your accommodation now.
Just follow my Twitter. Yeah.
What?
I don't have a podcast because I hate
Throw the thing at me.
be in charge of things. I love to guest.
Do you like to guest on podcasts?
Yeah.
Noted.
So do I.
That's for networking.
Been on it. We made you watch Sesame Street.
You made me watch a 5-minute clip of Don Leguizamo having a fun time with Elmo. Fuck, slit my wrist. Fucking hell.
Don't say that! You can't say that one!
To say no.
You're not allowed. That's bad.
It's a reference to the Twitch stream currently happening right now.
Oh yes. Did you have anything?
gonna ask
do you- yeah. Do you have anything, or are you still kind of?
What was that? What were you going to say?
I don't know. A reclusive?
On hiatus.
I was being a
Hiatus.
recluse.
Being a
I actually wrote on a show that's been announced now.
Oh,
Really? What show
yeah.
have you written on that's been announced now?
We Interrupt This Broadcast.
Oh, that has been announced, hasn't it?
Sketch show.
Yeah.
I've been writing on it.
On Channel 7.
Sorry to tell ya. Oh, are you? Oh,
and
oh.
I have a Twitter.
Oh, and I have my first fan. Come here. Yes, yes. Oh, yay. Oh my God.
You're
can't-
naked.
You can't scratch up my legs. They're bare. Anyway, but that just got. Sorry, I just get my mic. I've got no fucking idea.
Okay.
But Ben Russell is in it.
Yes. Isn't that exciting? We know Ben Russell.
Michelle Brazier.
Yes.
Greg Larson.
Yeah, a lot of Gamey Game people.
3 Gamey Game. Well, 3, and then me is just. Well, they didn't want me to be on the camera, but.
All right.
What about you? Do you have anything to plug?
No.
Gamey, gamey,
just
game.
This show. This just show. Just,
Gamey,
just-
gamey, game. We stream Friday nights usually.
Yes.
Unless Evan has a headache.
Twitch. Except we're not doing a show next week.
Okay.
Just
Strike that, never
one
mind.
gap because there's some other stuff happening in the studio. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I'm a sexy app.